Welcome to Rewrite Her Voice, the podcast that takes a bold and compassionate look at the inner critic living rent-free in your head. You know the one. She's judgmental, perfectionistic, and never misses a chance to tear you down. But here's the truth. That voice isn't truly you. Each week, we dive into an honest conversation with powerful stories and practical tools to uncover where that inner mean girl came from, why she shows up, and how to rewrite her script. It's time to reclaim your inner voice, break the cycle of self sabotage, and speak to yourself with the kindness and strength you deserve. If you're ready to stop letting your inner mean girl run the show and start showing up as your most authentic, empowered self, let's go. Hey there, sunshine. Okay, so here are some signs you need more self respect, self compassion, healing, and joy in your life. When you look at the original meanings of confidence and empowerment, it becomes clear that so many women are walking through their lives under supported, not by the world, but internally by themselves. Confidence, from the Latin roots, means to trust fully, and empowerment comes from the roots meaning to give power to. Together, they speak to a relationship with yourself that is grounded in trust and authority, the authority to shape your life, set boundaries, choose what feels right, and honor the truth rising inside you. So, when those roots are missing, when you don't trust yourself, when you don't feel powerful in your own story, it shows up in the most subtle yet deeply painful ways. Here are the signs. You second guess yourself constantly. This is a direct signal that the root of confidence, self trust, is shaky. You ask others what you should do. You outsource your decisions. You feel anxious when you try to choose for yourself. Maybe you are one of those people that says, I don't like making decisions. This isn't a flaw. It's a sign that you need more respect for your own inner wisdom. Maybe you apologize for your needs. Empowerment means giving yourself the power to choose, to say no, to adjust, to rest. If you feel guilty for asking for help or setting boundaries, it's often because you've learned to trust everyone else's comfort more than your own. Calling all people pleasers. Your needs are not burdens. They are evidence that you're human and deserving. Welcome to mortality, my friend. Maybe you speak softly to everyone except yourself. And here's what I mean by that. If your inner dialogue is harsher, colder, or maybe more dismissive than anything you'd ever say to another woman, that's a sign that self compassion has been neglected. Confidence isn't loudness, it's inner safety. Empowerment isn't aggression, it's inner alignment. Both require tenderness. Maybe you shrink even when your heart wants to expand. So staying small feels safer when you don't fully trust yourself, or you don't feel entitled to your own space. If you avoid opportunities, visibility, conversations, or dreams, not because you don't want them, but because you don't think you're ready, this is a sign that healing is asking to happen. Maybe you feel disconnected from joy. Joy requires vulnerability. Joy requires trust. Joy requires giving yourself permission to be fully alive. If joy feels far away or hard to feel, it's often because you've learned to brace for the worst instead of trusting the moment. Joy is a form of empowerment, a reclamation, if you will, a signal that your heart feels safe again. This one is a big one, okay? Calling all mamas for this one, especially. You treat rest as a reward instead of a right. When empowerment is missing, you stop believing you have the power to choose to rest without earning it. When confidence is missing, you stop trusting that your body knows what it needs. If you have to justify rest, your relationship with yourself needs more compassion and healing. Maybe you struggle with recognizing your own progress. If you downplay your growth, dismiss your efforts, or only see what's wrong, you're not lacking motivation, okay? You're lacking self respect. Respect is honoring what you've survived, what you've tried, what you've learned, and what you've changed. Confidence grows when you acknowledge who you are becoming. And this leads into the next one, okay? So maybe you are one who rarely celebrates yourself. Celebration is joy in motion. It is empowerment expressed, and it is confidence embodied. If celebrating yourself feels awkward, girl, I get it. It feels uncomfortable, girl, I get it. Or it feels like it's too much, girl, I get it. It may, though, be because you've spent years believing your worth must be proven instead of trusted. Here's the deeper truth. Every sign that I just mentioned above in this whole episode, every single sign points back to one thing. You need more trust, which is confidence, and more self-given power, which is empowerment. And both of these require self-respect, self-compassion, healing, and joy. Not a forced joy, not performed confidence. We're not talking about the fake it till you make it here, okay? And not loud empowerment. But I'm talking about the quiet kind, the rooted in you kind, the I'm learning to trust myself again kind. When we understand the roots of confidence and empowerment, it becomes clear why these qualities are so essential for women. Confidence is to fully trust. Empowerment is to give power to. When you lack self trust or don't give yourself power, your life will subtly signal it. And here's what to do about it. Okay. We're going to talk about reclaiming confidence and empowerment. I'm going to give you a few soft and practical ways to bring trust and power back to yourself. So if you need to, go get yourself a notebook or maybe open up your notepad in your phone. All right. So let's talk about how to rebuild self trust. I want you to take one small action every single day that honors your intuition, your inner wisdom, okay? A choice you make without external validation. Reflect on it. I trusted myself today, and that was enough. Give yourself power, okay? Name your needs clearly, even if it's just to yourself. Say no to something that doesn't serve you. Reclaim small areas of decision making you've been outsourcing. And I want you to practice self compassion, okay? Speak to yourself like you would your very favorite tiny human in this whole wide world. And I want you to pause when self criticism arises. I want you to notice that without any judgment. Just take note of it. Hey, okay, yeah, I see that. I hear that. Now take out your little journal, okay? After you've spoken to yourself like your favorite tiny human, and after you've paused and noticed judgment, at the end of the day, journal. I'm allowed to be gentle with myself today. And then maybe list some ways that you were gentle with yourself. Prioritize your healing because when you are healed, you can help and love and serve those that are important to you even better. I want you to identify the areas that feel heavy, stuck, or unresolved. Seek the support you need, be it therapy, mentorship, coaching, trusted friends. Seek support. Take small, safe steps toward releasing old shame, guilt, or trauma. And again, if you need help in those, get the support you need. Invite joy intentionally. Okay. Joy is not the absence of dumpster fire days. Okay. Joy is finding happiness and peace in the dumpster fire days. Schedule moments of pleasure, play, or curiosity. No excuses needed, no reasons needed. And celebrate the small wins. Even a tiny accomplishment counts. And when you start celebrating those, your nervous system will shift. Remind yourself joy is a form of empowerment, a signal that you're allowed to be fully alive. Make micro commitment. Trust and empowerment grow in tiny, repeated moments, not big dramatic leaps. Okay? Here's an example. Saying yes to a creative project, taking 5 minutes to breathe, journaling one truth, or setting one small boundary. Notice those are all really small moments. Those are all really small things. It doesn't have to be big. Here's a deeper truth. Every small action you take is a feather removed from the weight you've been carrying. Each act of self-trust and self-power grows your confidence. Each act of compassion and joy heals your heart. You don't need to do it all at once. You just need to start. Softly, gently, lovingly. Confidence is trust. Empowerment is self-given power. Healing, respect, compassion, and joy are the natural result when you allow both to flourish. And remember, my sweet, sweet friend, you are enough. You are worthy and you are loved. Until the next time, love Rach. Hey, my sweet friend. Thank you so much for spending time with me today on Rewrite Her Voice. If you loved today's episode, will you hit that subscribe button for me? And be sure to share it with a friend. If you're ready to quiet your inner mean girl and step into your own authentic voice, I would love for you to join me inside our Cultivating membership. Until next time, remember, you are enough.